YouTube. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Some people that are Democrats, I'll put it this way. Some people that are, Democrats won't really like what I got to say because it's positive about Donald J. Trump. I don't know how to put this, but this man is innocent. The list has came out. The victims have multiple times said that Donald J. Trump is not involved. I don't know what else to tell you. Do not know what else to tell you. But hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here to the live stream. And we got a lot to talk on. Hopefully we can have quite a few guests on tonight. But we will see. We'll see. Who wants to come on and live stream with me, etc., etc. We got a lot to talk about. Smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know who's in here watching. Drop me a comment. But I hope everyone's having a great Friday out there. Fantastic. You already know what bridge I'm wearing. If you know, you know. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Epstein. We're going to play the video. I know Tom Pepin, a.k.a. Eric, wants me to save some of this content for tomorrow, but we're going to play the video. We're going to play it. We can't let these Democrats walk around talking about Donald J. Trump like they know the guy. Nah, that ain't going to happen. All they know about Donald J. Trump is that he's the best president for the country. They don't know too much else. But we will be playing some of the announcements here. We'll start light on the Democrats' soul. We'll start light on the Democrats' soul. We won't play the videos of the victims saying that Donald J. Trump didn't do anything. We'll start a little bit. The list is already released. What can the Democrats cry about now? What can they cry about? What can the Dems cry about? The Dems can't cry about nothing.
Out of Venezuela and other
Let's see what Mr. Trump is saying.
Look, China, what they're doing with fentanyl is a terrible thing. It comes through Canada and it comes through Mexico.
Gold!
But
you alive? Yeah, I'm alive.
Venezuela's been a very bad actor, and we understand that. And when you look at that boat, you see the bags of whatever it is there. Those bags those bags represent hundreds of thousands of dead people in the United States. That's what they represent. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, your reaction to the jobs report this morning?
Well, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We have our great people here, so I'll talk that in a minute. Let's talk about this. We'll give a couple of because these two people want
the lights are working.
The Department of War. So let's keep them first. Yeah.
Mr. President, the DOJ is reportedly considering a ban on transgender people.
Ooh, good question.
After the Minneapolis shooting, do you think?
Are we talking in the military?
No.
Okay, I thought you were talking about in the military. I'll refer to that then differently because it's not a military.
They already did it. Mr. Trump said, well, we already did it. This is intelligence. This man is a genius.
Question. I'll be able to pass on that very nicely unless you'd like to talk about it. Pete doesn't want any part of that question. Yes, please.
Mr. President, who do you blame for losing India to China? In your post earlier today in the morning, you did put that out.
I don't think we have. I've been very disappointed that India would be buying so much oil, as you know, from Russia. And I let them know that. We put a very big tariff on India, 50% tariff, very high tariff. I get along very well with Modi, as you know. He's great. He was here a couple of months ago. In fact, we went to the Rose Garden and the grass was so soaking wet. It was such a terrible place to have a news conference. I said, well, let's use a beautiful white stone emblematic of the White House, okay? And it's been very well received. But we had a news conference on the grass. That was my last news conference I had on the grass because everybody sunk in. You probably sunk in. Every reporter out there, they ruined their shoes. We made that change. It's been a really well-received change. Yeah, please go ahead.
On Venezuela, you sent F-35s that are...
Mr. High Energy Donald J. Trump.
You're concerned about drug
Charismatic Trump.
Yeah.
How do you describe this buildup, this situation?
Well, I just think it's strong. We're strong on drugs. We don't want drugs killing our people. I believe we lost 300,000. You know, they always say 95, 100,000. I believe they've been saying that for 20 years. I believe we lost 300,000 people last year. I know families that lost their son. Those families will never be the same. I know a family lost a daughter, a beautiful daughter. In fact, it was like she took something that she thought was like a minor deal, and it turned out to be riddled out with fentanyl, the size of the head of a pin, and you're dead. And no, we're stopping the drugs. We're going to save a lot of people. Look, whether it's 100,000, but it's not. It's 350,000 people died last year from drugs.
Yup. All because of the Democrats want to let these cartel members come into our country. Because they're just merchants. They ain't just merchants. They drug dealing.
And we're not going to let that happen to this country. Think of that. Think if you're in a war and you lose 300,000. We lost 600,000 in the, pretty much between Gettysburg and all of that, the Civil War, we lost, 600,000. So we're losing half of that every year to drugs. We're not going to do it. We're not going to allow it to happen. You think of the wars. If we lost 600,000 people in a war, but we lose that every 2 years, more than that.
That's a
So it's
damn
300
shame,
350,000
Democrats.
people. And when I see boats coming in, like loaded up the other day with all sorts of drugs, probably fentanyl mostly, but all sorts of drugs, and we're going to take them out. And if people want to...
Trump will be
have fun
president in
going on the high
2028
seas
to
or the low seas,
2032.
I will tell you, boat
Greatest
traffic is
president
substantially
in
down
national history. Not
in the area
national,
that
in
happened.
international
They call
history.
it the runway. It's a runway to
Demon
the United
rats.
States. And boat traffic is very substantially down on the runway. You can imagine why. I think anybody that saw that is going to say, I'll take a pass. I don't even know about fishermen. They may say, I'm not getting on the boat. I'm not going to take a chance.
Hey, just so everyone in the comments knows, Mr. Machine lives in Australia. He's never set foot in United States soil, so just want to put that out there. He has the highest approval rating of any Republican in the last 60 years. And higher approval ratings than Barack Obama and Joseph Biden, even after the Epstein hoax, and even after the Russia hoax. Even after!
What happens if Venezuela flies jets over U.S. naval vessels again?
Well, I would say they're going to be in trouble. We'll let them know about that. We heard that happen, but it wasn't really over. Not like they described. But I would say, General, if they do that, you have a choice of doing anything you want, okay? If they fly in a dangerous position, I would say that you can, you or your captains can make the decision as to what they want to do, all right?
If you guys got any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to look up, any videos you want me to search, all you got to do is drop a super chat. I'm down to do it. But he's the most popular president in United States history. Undoubtedly. Even Democrats agree. We can look up anything the Democrats want. How the hell is he going to Miami in December? Is that planned out or what? Super chat for any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about. How's everyone doing out there? You don't have to choose between me and Trump. Trump is your president.
Well, I don't want to talk about that, but if they do put us in a...
Double tap that
Shut
screen,
down.
like and
Thank you
subscribe.
very
It's
much,
Friday,
everybody.
Democrats.
The-
If any Democrats out there want to debate me or they want to talk about something, all they gotta do is drop a super chat. We can debate, we can talk, whatever you like.
G20, and I'm going to let these people go back to the Department of War and figure out how to maintain peace. Okay? Thank you very much. Thanks, congratulations, General. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Great job.
Sir, just
Great job, United States of
I
America.
should also say that the Department of War EO that you signed was actually your 200th EO since you came back into office on January 20th. That's more than Joe Biden did in his entire term in office, more than Obama did in either of his 2 terms in office. So it's a momentous accomplishment and congratulations.
That's good, but Biden never signed one.
No, yeah, you've
It was
done
signed
every
by
one up in here.
They've been signed by the other pen, right, didn't he? So we really beat him by much more than you think.
The 201st executive order, sir, this relates to hostages and wrongfully detained Americans. This provides a new legal mechanism to declare foreign countries to be countries that engage in those sorts of practices and gives your administration powerful tools to get American hostages out. This has been a focus of your administration this time around. Adam Bowler's here, and he's done incredible work already. This will give him even more.
I think it's great, and Adam's amazing. So, Adam, do you want to describe how many hostages we've gotten out together, you and I, and you and a couple of other people that we know, and
Yes.
me and a couple of other people that you don't know, but we've gotten a lot of hostages. Do you want to describe it?
Mr. President, you brought back 72 hostages since your term. If we compare that to President Biden, he has gotten 20 taken. So he is negative
20 taken.
20 taken.
Oh, great job, Mr. Biden. You got 20 hostages taken. Mr. Trump got 70 released. Biden is a failing comparison to Donald J. Trump. Biden failed at everything. Trump is succeeding at everything. The Democrats, they want illegal immigrants to take our taxpayer money for their benefits. I don't give a damn if illegal immigrants pay taxes for 1 year. That ain't enough to get our benefits. They need to get the fuck out of America and go back to their own country if they don't want to come in illegally and respect the laws of America. Is it that hard to figure out? If the first thing you're going to do is break the country's law when you jump over the border, you should not be allowed to stay in our country. If they can't afford something, they shouldn't be in the country in the first place.
We got people so often.
Hit that like button, double
When we
tap.
spoke, you said that was a primary focus, and I'll tell you the job is easy because of you.
At least infants are United States citizens.
They pay $6
Illegal
billion.
immigrants are not.
For 5 people, $6 billion. It was just a number I kept hearing. Not only that, $6 billion plus we'd get like 1 person, and they'd get 6. They got one.
The Democrats are lazy bums. When they can't get a job, they say, oh, it's because of Donald J. Trump. That's all they blame on all their life problems, why they're poor, Donald J. Trump. Not because they're lazy and won't work more than 20 or 30 hours a week. No, it's because of Donald J. Trump. Egg prices are down. Mr. Machine doesn't even live in the United States. He's never stepped foot on the soil.
And they got him out. And on top of that, we paid money. So, no, we don't do that. You know, once you pay money, and then a lot of people start disappearing. They start grabbing reporters, too. They think the reporter is going to get a lot of money. And to me, they will. You'll be well taken.
Great Democrat comment. Why would the Democrats work when you get EBT? I don't know, maybe because Trump is going to take away your EBT? And I'm going to laugh at the Democrats. The lazy fucking Democrats ain't going to get EBT for much longer. It's going to get cut by Donald J. Trump.
I better stress that because otherwise we have headlines. He said this, or he said that. No, I'm not smiling about it. But they would. They'd be grabbing reporters. They'd be grabbing everybody. And especially when you pay the kind of money that Biden and Obama They used to pay money that was.
The Democrats wonder why Trump won. It's a simple answer. Trump won because millions more Americans voted for him than Harris. Trump won 7 swing states. That's 7 states that Kamala Harris lost to Donald J. Trump. It is amazing. Trump defeated Kamala easily in that election. Easily by millions and millions and millions more votes than Kamala Harris. Harris couldn't handle the pressure of the Don.
Crazy. We don't pay, and if you don't pay, they find it to be not a lucrative business anymore. That's fantastic. Would you like to say something?
So it's really Spihar, Special Envoy Ebola, it's Rick Grenell, it's Steve Witkoff who brought Americans home. But with this EO you are signing today, you are drawing a line in the sand that U.S. citizens will not be used as bargaining chips, and it provides your Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, the same tool set to punish states who take our citizens wrongfully the same way that we can punish those who sponsor terrorists. This is a very significant EO you are signing today, sir.
Thank you, Sebastian. Very good. You're doing a great job, too.
And this is your Director for Hostage Affairs.
I love salty liberal cheers. Trump has lowered the prices of gas. Trump has lowered food prices. The only thing that hasn't been lowered is the stock market because it's skyrocketing for all the 401ks out there. And guess what? Trump's administration, they're even thinking about banning guns for trans. That's right, you maniacs out there won't be able to qualify. Just like if you use drugs or any substances or you have a mental health disorder, you check yourself into a mental hospital, you can't get a gun.
Would you like to say something?
Absolutely. It's a outstanding EO, absolutely unprecedented.
Economy is kicking ass. Thank you, Donald J. Trump.
Take our people, they now know they are on notice. And it's not acceptable. And if you take our people now, you will pay.
You know, Adam gave up a job where he was making tremendous amounts of money. Big stuff. Top of the line, Wall Street.
The
And
files have been
he wanted
released.
to do hostages. I offered him other jobs too, very big jobs. He said, I was shocked actually. He didn't want them. He wanted to do hostage negotiation. And pretty amazing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Do you have any questions for them on this very important subject?
I think it shows a lot of your leadership as far as fighting for Americans and fighting for humans. And to think that, Joe Biden went the negative territory.
Oh, he went way negative.
Way negative, and you're actually making progress.
Winning.
That you don't negotiate, we're going to stay strong in that type of what they call business.
Well,
One little anecdote that may be of interest. We were told by numerous families who had missing loved ones during the Biden administration that this building, Biden's National Security Council, told those families not to talk about their missing loved ones, to be quiet, not to create any pressure on Biden and on Jake Sullivan, the key propagator of the Russia hoax.
If you're a Trump supporter and you're winning, comment winning down below. If you love America and you love Donald Trump, comment winning down below. The last thing the Democrats want to hear is that you're winning.
This administration has met with those families on a weekly basis.
I'm so tired of winning, guys, aren't you?
Your envoys
Aren't you guys?
every single American home. Not to tell them not to talk about their loved ones, but bring them home.
Well, I can tell you one story that was amazing. A few weeks ago, very little written about it, but there should have been. But it was a very nice gesture. The head of Belarus, who's a very respected man, strong person, strong leader. He
Winning. The Democrats didn't work a day in their life, so they're always losing. Living in mama's house until you're 35 years old, Democrats. I'm sorry. Maybe you should work harder. It's that simple. Gotta work harder, Democrats. Gotta work harder. If you're losing, you ain't working hard enough. It's easy to win in this economy with Donald J. Trump as president. It's easy. It is easy. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you guys want to talk about, drop some super chats and let me know if you have any comments or topics. We can play any videos. We can play a song. Average gas price of January 25, 308. Now 345. Well, I don't know what state you live in, but I mean, gas has gone up 5 to 10 cents in some states. But since 2024, gas has gone down over $1 in Florida. Over $1. September 2024, 2024. You know, and gas was literally $4. Gas is now $2.78 in Florida. It's amazing. If you're living in a state where gas prices went up, it's because you live in a blue shithole like California that enacted a $1 gas tax on their own citizens in 2025.
He released 16 hostages. And John Cole, a lawyer who works for me, great lawyer.
Oh, the Democrats are saying no victims. Are saying Trump is innocent. Should I play the video? Should I show the evidence? One of the victims that worked for Donald J. Trump that Epstein took away from Mar-a-Lago said that she's voting for Trump in 2024 and she hopes he wins the presidency. Now there's many more victims coming out of Epstein saying they love Donald J. Trump and he never did anything. If you're losing under Trump, you're born to lose. You gotta work harder if you want to win. Double tap the screen, hit the like and subscribe button. Look it up on Google. There's no liberal news network. There's no liberal bullshit news. There's no CNN that'll even lie to you and tell you gas hasn't gone down since 2024. I hope you do find me.
One of the greatest lawyers. But John Cole was over there, and he heard that they had hostages. And you know about this. 16
The stock market is at all-time highs.
Head of Belarus. But while John was over there, they had, I believe, another 1,400 hostages. Now, not from us, from places all over the world. And
do you guys really want to see the victims of Epstein saying that Trump is innocent? Do the Democrats really want to see this? Because all they're going to scream, it doesn't matter how much evidence, it doesn't matter how many victims say Trump is innocent, it doesn't matter if every single file ever comes out, they're not going to be happy. They're going to say Trump is guilty. Oh, the stock market is down. These Democrats never owned a damn stock in their life. They never owned an asset. They don't own houses. They don't own stocks. They don't own crypto. They don't own jack shit. The only thing they own is a transgender child. That's the only thing they own. They don't own any assets. Would you like to see the stock market in the last 6 months? The Democrats don't want to see this. Let's not show the Democrats the stock market. Let's not show them the stock market. Let's not show them the stock market. Oh, you're offending them. Oh, they're going to cry. The United States companies are doing amazing. Don't show the Democrats. They might have a crybaby fit on a Friday night. Whatever you do, do not show the stock market. Don't show the stock market. Oh no! Oh no, the stock market is up from 1 year ago. Oh God. In the last 6 months, oh God, Donald J. Trump is doing an amazing job. Oh no, the Democrats are all going to cry. The United States is doing amazing and they refuse to work so they don't have anyone to blame it on. They don't got anyone to blame it on. I just showed you the 1 year. It's up 24% in the past year. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. In the last 6 months, it's up almost 15%. These Democrats is crying their freaking eyes out. There's nothing they can say about the United States. It's all doing amazing. I just showed you the S&P 1 year ago. Both the S&P and the NASDAQ. Is there any other market should Democrats want to see? Every single market is doing fantastic. The last 6 months, the market has gone up 15%. 15%. 15%. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. The NASDAQ lost 10% last year. 10% the NASDAQ lost last year under Joe Biden. The NASDAQ gained almost 15% in the last 6 months. Trump is doing an amazing job for United States business and companies. I don't understand. Thank God for tariffs. Thank God for Donald J. Trump. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats so we can talk about it. But next, we're really going to upset the Democrats. We're going to show the victims. The victims say Trump is not on that list, and we've seen the list. He ain't on that list. But let's play this little video my friend sent me. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see how it is.
When Donald Trump said he wasn't on the Epstein list, you guys did not believe him. When Ghislaine Maxwell said Donald Trump was not on the Epstein list, you guys did not believe him. Well, how about if the Epstein victims themselves say that Donald Trump is not on the list?
Nope, still ain't gonna believe it. The Democrats don't care if Jesus Christ comes down from the sky and said, Trump is a great man, he ain't on that list. They're gonna start worshiping Satan at that point, like most of them already do. But hit that like and subscribe button.
Do you believe them?
I do have to ask, and I know, and it's just something that I think we're compelled to at this moment, with the attention on President Trump, with these questions around a pardon. Did anybody see or hear of the president himself doing anything inappropriate as it related to Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
The Democrats don't care about that evidence. Trump is still guilty. Whatever you do, do not show the victim saying Trump is innocent. Because if you show that, the Democrats are going to say, oh, no, fake. The list ain't released. PDF, Epstein. It's a buzzword. It is a buzzword.
I do have to ask, and I know, and it's just something that I think we're compelled to at this moment, with the attention on President Trump, with these questions around a pardon. Did anybody see or hear of the president himself doing anything inappropriate as it related to Jeffrey Epstein?
No. Mr. Trump never did anything inappropriate with any of those victims whatsoever. Thank you. Much appreciated, James. I hope you hit that like and subscribe button. All the victims have said that. Not a single victim has said, oh, Trump is guilty. Not a single one. All these victims are saying either Mr. Trump is a great person or they've never seen any inappropriate actions taken by Mr. Trump. Not a single one of them. Not a single piece of evidence do the Democrats have. Not a single piece. More false allegations and bullshit coming out of the Democrats' mouths. It is disturbing and disgusting and defamatory. That is it. The Democrats will get mad and scream at you at the top of their lungs, Newsom, this and that. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Do we like Democrats anymore? Honestly, no. But some of them are all right people, but the shit they saying out here is retarded. There's no other way to put it. It is retarded. Sorry, some of you Democrats are going to scream at the top of your lungs. He said the R word. Some of these Democrats are retarded. Even if you don't identify as a Democrat and you're for all this anti-Trump shit, you're retarded. Crybaby liberals. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, I showed the video. If you want me to show it again, drop a super chat. If there's any requests, comments, anything you want me to read out loud, anything you want me to say, or anything you want me to talk about, drop some super chats. But we're going to get back to this Mr. Trump.
Pretty tough place, in all fairness, but they're 1,400, and I believe they're going to be releasing a lot of those 1,400. They're not. I think very few, if any. We got pretty much ours back, And we didn't
That
pay
is the
anything,
whole
but,
segment.
I very much gave my respects to the leader of the country, who's, again, he's a very strong man. But he's got 1,400 or 1,500 or a large number, and we're talking about releasing them. Some are political, I guess. A lot of them are political. And looks like they're going to be released at some point in the pretty near future. So it's a great thing. They have to respect your country. If they respect you and they respect your country, they release it. If they don't, then you have to pay $6 billion. I mean, $6 billion. Can you imagine that, paying $6 billion?
Kind of related but not really. You comment on Tina Peters, who's been locked up behind bars.
Newsom is a career criminal.
We have a wonderful woman who was an election official, and she saw cheating in Colorado, and she viewed it as horrible, and she said, "What's going on here?" And she went to the machine, and she tried to open to find out whether or not it was cheating, and they went to her, and they said, "Did you touch this machine?" "Yes." And they arrested her. They arrested her instead of the people that did the cheating. It's a state charge, so it's hard to do anything with, but we're gonna do something. What they did in Colorado, look, Colorado just went to all mail-in voting. That means they cheat. That's why they lost, that's one of the reasons, but that's a big reason why they just lost the whole Space Command situation that is going to Alabama. But when you have mail-in voting, you have nothing but cheating. But this woman is a real patriot, and they put her in jail for a long time. She's 72 years old, 73 years old, and she wanted to find out. She didn't do anything. She touched the machine. She looked at the machine. She's trying to find out what was going on, and they went and arrested her for doing that, and it was supposed to be the other way around. I'm glad you brought that up. They should let her go. Let her out. Thank you. Yeah, please.
This isn't really the subject of this talk a lot about, Mr. President, but what about your team's strategy to move this one back into getting a record on these hostages? Many of them have been wrapped up.
I think they respect us. I think they respect us. They know we're not going to pay. Adam is a great negotiator. Steve Witkoff is a great negotiator. Seb is a great negotiator. They're all smart people. They're a little bit natural negotiators. Some people aren't good negotiators. There's nothing you can do about it.
And they're afraid of you, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I hope so, or whatever.
We have the best.
I'd like to say respect, but whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I actually say whatever it takes. But we've got a lot of people out, and we'll continue. We don't have too many in. How many are you working on right now?
There's not a lot left.
We got most of our people out. We got them mostly back.
Mr. President, give an update on the negotiations to release the rest of the hostages in Gaza.
We're in very deep negotiation with Hamas. We said let them all out right now. Let them all out, and much better things will happen for them.
All right, here's a super chat from Chester Wolf the Griffin. My fellow black people have finally begun to realize the Democrat Party is the problem in Philadelphia. People are calling out Democrats. Hell yeah, brother. Democrats used to be different people, and Philadelphia used to be a different, better place. We cannot let places like Kensington be overruled with Democrat drug addicts because the Democrats don't want to stop people from using needles in public. We can't let them use needles in public. We got to put them in rehabs and, psych wards and psychiatric care and stuff like that. Just like Donald J. Trump. He's helping these people. He's putting them in psychiatric care. He's trying to get them the help they need. And the Democrats are screaming, how dare you put a person that needs help with their drug use and their mental health in a psych ward? Excuse me? Chester is absolutely right.
But if you don't let them all out,
Hey, it's Tucker Carlson.
It's Tucker Carlson. Oh, Tucker Carlson popped up. Mr. Tucker Carlson, right? He's running ads on YouTube now?
people, young, beautiful, dead people. And I'll tell you, the parents want them every bit as much, almost more, than as if their son or daughter were alive. but you have many dead people that are coming out as part of the deal. It's 20 people, but I think of the 20, there could be some that have recently died, is what I'm hearing. I hope that's wrong. But you have over 30 bodies in this negotiation. Can you believe? I mean, we negotiate for people that live in here. We know that at least 30 people are dead, and we're negotiating to get them out. The parents want them back so badly, as if they were alive. Every bit as much. It's really pretty amazing. It's very sad.
Woof, woof, woof. Tucker Carlson is not a neo-Nazi like Nick Fuentes is.
I was the one with myself and my people, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner was great on this. But they got a lot of people out. We got almost all of them out. They're down to 20. But Adam, we got like a tremendous number out. But I always said when you get down to the final 10 or 20, you're not going to get them out unless...
If anyone wants to debate, talk on my live stream, you can join my Discord, link in the bio.
It's a very tough situation. But I put out the other day, let them all out. Every single one. No more twos and ones. We'll give you one this week, and in 2 months we'll give you 2 more. And there's negotiation going on right now. Okay.
And Rupert, what is the biggest challenge negotiating with Hamas right now? 10 to 20, what do they want?
Well, they're asking for some things that are fine. Look, you have to understand, you have to remember October 7th. You know, people forget October 7th. It's not an easy thing to forget.
Gavin Newsom couldn't even be trusted with his best friend's wife. And you Democrats still voted for him. Gavin loves his poop city. It's disgusting. And it's not surprising. Nancy Pelosi should be in prison. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want me to play, let me know. Drop some super chats, double tap that screen, hit that like and subscribe button.
We forget October 7th. So, you know, you have to put that into the equation very strongly. It's amazing. Some people even deny it. They deny it. They're crazy. But I've seen tape that's as violent as anything that you can imagine. Many of you have seen those same tapes. So you have to put that into the equation too. So it's not an easy situation. It's a tough one. But there are 20 people, maybe a little less, but there are 20 people that we want out. We want the bodies of these parents,
all the miserable lefties in the comments.
Like the level of love that they have, they want their children back. And you know, I see demonstrations.
Hello, Milo.
In Israel about the hostages, not about the war, about the hostages, which puts Israel in a tough position because you know it's tough to prosecute a war when you have people they want the 20 people back.
That is hilariously accurate.
And everything that goes with it. So it's very sad. Thank you very much. We're going to talk now about the G20. I figured we could wrap 2 or 3 up. The last time I took a day off, everybody said bad things happened to me. You know that, Seth? I took 1 day off. I didn't take it off. I was working. In fact, I was here. But I didn't do a news conference, and they said bad things happened to the president.
That's fake news, Mr. President.
It's fake news. You know, Obama, if you look, Biden, he had a press conference. He missed it for about a year, right? About a year. And I never saw any stories like that about him. He didn't have, and when he had one, they'd ask him, what flavor ice cream do you like? He'd say vanilla. How many times have they asked him that? What's your favorite ice cream, sir? Vanilla. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to go through this, but we all have a good time. I only do it for one reason. I think it's good for the country. And we are very transparent. There's never been transparency like we have. There's nothing to hide. So thank you very much on this, Will. Great job. Appreciate it. So we're going to talk about Florida, the great state of Florida.
Wow, Florida, guys.
Exciting thing to host the G20.
Florida is one of the best states in the union, Democrats. Sorry you live in blue hellholes.
And as we celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary next year, the United States will have the honor of hosting exactly that, the G20 summit right here in America for the first time in nearly 20 years. This afternoon, I'm thrilled to announce that the 2026 G20 conference, which will be, I can read off the countries that we're talking about, but you know who they are, I think. Does anybody want me to list them specifically? Jennifer, you're okay? Okay, but will be held in one of our country's greatest cities, beautiful Miami, Florida, where we have the mayor with us, Mayor Suarez. And I want to thank Francis for being here. I thought he might be in this office. You know, he almost got there. There's a couple of us. Right? A couple of us. It's not as easy as they think, right? It's not that easy. But he's an amazing guy, very popular in Florida. The agenda for next year's summit is being organized by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who is right here. Hi, Scott. I saw him standing over there, nice, tall, good-looking guy, but he moved very quickly. Carolyn, you did a good job. Does Caroline do a good job, would you say? Is she a star? How do you compare her with the last administration's person? No? You don't want to get into that. Yeah, I think we're...
Welcome to the Radisson Blu 5-star apartments in
Welcome! His hands! I got bad news for the Democrats. He's gonna be doing absolutely fine. He's gonna be president until 2032. What will the Democrats scream then? More and more jobs have been added in August. Over 120,000. It's amazing.
NBC Director Kevin Hassett is truly...
Unemployment lower than ever.
He's certainly being thought of to go to a different position, and we'll find out about that pretty soon. I don't know, would you like to be that? I won't ask you that. I think, who wouldn't want it? I think it's the greatest position in the world. You know, you come out, you make a speech, and then you go away for 30 days or 40 days, and you come out, make another speech, the market goes up or down, depending on what you want to say. I've never seen an easier position than that. Unfortunately, you need good instincts, so we have somebody in there now that doesn't have them. We call them too late. But it will focus on unleashing economic prosperity by eliminating the burdensome regulations, unlocking affordable energy, and pioneering new technologies, and it's going to be very important. The United States is already leading by example, and America is the hottest country anywhere on earth. We have more being built under construction now than they think anybody that they've ever seen. I mean, literally, some of these places are just really unbelievable what they're building, the size. You know, if you spend $50 million on a shopping center someplace, it's a big building, pretty big building. But when you spend $50 billion on essentially a building, they have buildings going up for $50 billion. They're going to be building their own electricity, and many of them have been given permits already to go, and they're starting construction. Some have started construction quite a while ago, and very early in the administration. We let them do that.
He looks healthier than ever. He looks younger than ever, guys. Come on. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, I'll read it out loud. Drop some super chats.
So they build their structure, they build their buildings.
He's aging in reverse.
Producing plant with it, like Con Edison in New York that I grew up with, and like others that make electricity, they make it for New York. These plants will make it for their...
A lot of UPS, FedEx, DHL, Amazon workers voted for Trump. Remember what it was really like under his first term. We're definitely seeing volume pick back up. The Democrats don't want to admit that more and more packages are being shipped across the country than ever, because that means the economy is moving. People that handle in those kinds of businesses are just like the truck drivers. They see the economy moving firsthand. It's spectacular. Thank you, Chester. Much appreciated, brother.
Building for AI. Then you have a lot of the car plants going up. Most of them won't need that kind of electricity, but they have the right to do that also. So we're allowing companies to build electric plants. They've become essentially, Scott, I guess they become utilities, right? If you think about it. And it's very exciting.
He looks younger than he does 4 or 5 years ago.
And it's going to be built at no cost to us. And I'm telling them, build more than you need and you'll sell it back into the grid. So they'll be able to sell it back into the grid on top of everything else at no cost to the American taxpayer. It's very exciting. And frankly, if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be leading with AI. We wouldn't be probably even doing any AI. It would be 20 years to get an approval. So they're building massive amounts of electricity as we speak. We've eliminated $5 trillion worth of federal regulations, another big thing since I took office. And if you remember the first term, we took out more regulation than any other president in history times. You could add the top 4 and they wouldn't come anywhere close to what we were. That's one of the reasons we had such the most successful 4 years of any president economically, and this is blowing it away. I think this will blow it away when these plants start to even getting close to opening. I think you're going to see numbers that we've not seen before. And we've increased oil production by more than 300 barrels a day. That's a lot. Blue-collar wages are rising at the fastest rate.
Hey, I got bad news for the Democrats. The Democrats aren't going to like to hear this, but gas prices have gone down even lower recently. Even lower.
I thought a thing like that was possible. What made it possible were, number one, they were happy with November 5th. They were happy with the election. And number two, the tariffs are bringing countries in. I mean, it's so vital to our country. It's before the courts now. And I hope we're going to do very well. We had 4 great opinions just come out, as you know.
Oh, the Democrats are angry because Trump is looking energetic and healthy.
Judges that felt they had to do what was right for the country. So I respect that greatly. I respect them for doing it. But we have very strong opinions, and it'll end up going to the Supreme Court.
He looks extremely healthy.
Which is vital for the country. Vital, absolutely. We're at a level that we've never thought we'd be at, and it's because of the tariffs. Countries are pouring into our country because of you avoid tariffs if you build here. If you don't build here, you pay a lot of money.
Smash that like and subscribe button, guys.
No different.
We're going to wrap up in probably 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to take about a 15-minute break, and then we're going to come back. Maybe with a guest on the live stream. If anyone wants to be a guest, join in the Discord. We can let you on.
Than what other countries have done to us. But we have a big advantage over other countries. We have a market that we built up during our 4 years that was amazing. We took a commanding lead during that 4-year period. So it's
unemployment is down.
I look forward to showing our incredible success to the world when we visit Miami next year, and I'd like to ask Mayor Suarez, truly a highly respected gentleman who's loved it.
Milo, how old are you?
We're gonna do a great job.
I'm curious. I don't remember if I ever asked you before.
Of course, thank you, Mr. President. It's a tremendous honor to be with you here today in the Oval Office to make this historic announcement. Just looking at the sign, which is so beautiful.
Good job.
Yeah, it's a great job. As you know, Mr. President, you were elected by double digits. You were the first Republican president over 30 years to win Miami-Dade County. And you did it because...
Wow, that's the governor, or that's the mayor of Miami right there.
We are following through on those promises as well. We've kept taxes low. We've kept people safe. We've leaned into innovation.
That is the governor of Miami, guys. If you're not familiar with, or not the governor, why the hell do I keep saying the governor? Mayor.
This decision is not only generationally important for the city, but it puts the city on the map as one of the truly great global cities. So on behalf of all of
Eric Adams is speaking. Hold on. Eric Adams is speaking right now. Let's go to Eric Adams.
I don't give a damn about Eric Adams.
Let's go to Eric Adams, Mayor of New York, speaking right now.
Nuclear tent, the nuclear arms, it's kind of morphed into more of a anti-American at some times, anti-Trump at many times.
Where is this blue tent?
Right in front of the White House in the North Lawn on the other side of the Black
Orange man good.
All of us in here walk right by it every day. It is an eyesore.
Oh, I didn't know that. Take it down. Take it down today, right now. Nobody told me that. So you're saying there's a blue tent?
It's been there for 30 plus years. It was originally a peace tent, but it's kind of morphed into
morphed into radical left. Okay. Is it in the Ellipse? Where is it?
No, it's in the Lafayette Park.
Lafayette Park. Take it down.
Okay.
Okay?
What's interesting
I've had people tell me it's a public health hazard because people sleep in there, they eat, there's rats. But also it could be a national security risk because people hide things in there,
Okay.
weapons in there.
We're gonna look at it right now. We have removed over 50 tent sites, not 50 tents, hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000. I think it's over 1,000 tents, but 50 sites. So I'm a little surprised to hear that, but we're gonna look into it right now. Lafayette.
On the National Guard, the
Yes.
PC mayor has just gotten on board as a representative of the PC attorney.
All right, guys, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back in a little bit. And yeah, we'll talk more. Maybe we'll have a guest on here. Appreciate you guys. Peace.